Hi, my name is Yume, and for A1 problem identification, I choose to analyze the typography selection tool in Figma. So a little bit about me, my name, my PID, and my email is listed here. So the tool I choose to analyze is Figma. It's within the image and vector graphics domain. So Figma is a vector graphics editor and prototyping tool used by many designers for various purposes, including graphics, user interface, and interaction design. So although being one of the most powerful, popular, and easy to learn design tools, it still has many workflows that needed to be improved to optimize user experience. So one of them being the typography selection process within Figma. So here's an actual demo of the tool Figma. So we open the user interface, and if you want to add text, just click the text and then enter something. On here, you can change the font, the font style, and also the font size. And there's also other various settings. So while I was using Figma to design things, I noticed that the typography selection process within Figma is tedious. The first problem I've identified is that although the text is arranged in chronological order, there's no scroll bar on the side of the drop-down menu, so users have to manually scroll through the whole list to get to the bottom. Let's say if they want to use a typography that starts with the letter Z. It takes around 12 seconds to get from the top to the bottom of the list, even scrolling with the fastest possible speed. Users can easily get bored at scrolling endlessly. The second problem is that the typography name itself doesn't give any context, so users have no idea how the font looks just from the typography name. Let's say if I want to try out different fonts for my cover letter. First, I have to remember the name of my current typography to make sure that I can revert to my original version. Then I had to click through each font and wait until it shows on the canvas to see if it's the desired font. If not, I have to click on other fonts and repeat this process until I find the desired font. This workflow is tedious and inefficient. It annoys the users and increases the time and effort to make designs exponentially. Also, there is no way to revert to historical text. If users realize that the current font is not something they want and wish to revert to the previous version, the only thing they can do is to press Ctrl-Z or manually remember the initial name of the typography they use, which violates a fundamental user heuristic principle of recognition rather than recall. Good designs should reduce the cognitive load of users by making the system remember things for them and give users the chance to freely browse options. In summary, the core problem with Figma's typography selection process is that it overlooks the importance of previewing, which forces users to make many effortless manipulations, which in turn emphasizes the importance of seeing before making in the workflows of vector graphics design tools. To improve the user experience of Figma's typography selection process, I suggest Figma to incorporate a text-style preview within the drop-down menu, as well as preview in the canvas with the text style applied before users even have to make the selection. It would also be helpful to add a scroll bar on the side of the drop-down menu to direct users to specific places within the list. A good example of such design is the typography selection of the Web Builder Webflow. The text name displayed in the style of each typography gives users a visual hint of what the typography looks like, and the immediate preview in Canvas also helps users make quick decisions before having to click through each typography to test out the effect. This design can really save time and give users more manipulation control. With all that being said, I hope these suggestions can be incorporated into future iterations of Figma to make it a more accessible and easy to use tools for users.